All right. It's bad when the computer science teacher can't get the webcam to work. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Computer Science 6, sixth grade virtual back to school night. I'm Taryn Delaney. I have your child for computer science. It is one of the most fun classes they will take in Mamaroneck schools. I love it. It's a blast to teach. The kids love it. So I want to take you inside our class for a second. Let's see here. So in Computer Science 6, kids are going to broaden their understanding of computer science. So many of them were introduced to the very basics of block coding in elementary school, starting to understand some computational thinking, some design skills. We really do emphasize design thinking. The idea that we have to fully understand and empathize with the people that have a need and we have a problem to solve. We have to really clearly articulate in our minds what it is that we want to solve, that we're going to brainstorm and have lots and lots of iterations, and that our first prototype is never our final draft, and that this is a process that we're going to come back at over and over and over again. We teach kids an introduction to programming with Scratch. And we use Google CS6 curriculum, which is excellent. We do a whole bunch of physical computing. We use VRBX code and Lego Spike Prime robots. And we teach kids about how to be great digital citizens. So I'm going to go into a little bit of each of that. So first, why do we do this? Well, the majority of schools don't teach computer science. 90% of parents understand how important it is, and 35% of high schools don't even teach it. Your kids are getting computer science from when they start elementary school all the way through, if they choose to, all the way through high school. The STEM problem crisis that we talk about is actually a crisis in computer science employment. 58% of all jobs, new jobs in STEM, are computing, and only 10% of STEM graduates are in computer science. It's also really important to us to work on the diversity problem that we have. We want to have students of color. We want to have females feel welcome and open in computer science. And getting that kind of diversity into our field starts in K to 12. Women who try computer science in high school are 10 times more likely to major in it, and Black and Latinx students are 7 times more likely to major in computer science. So the kind of teaching we do is so much better than when I learned it in the 90s. I learned text-based coding, and when I missed a comma, my program was broken and I felt like I was dumb and didn't understand any of it. We get to use Scratch/Blockly. It's the same idea, this block-based coding where you snap a bunch of visual Legos together. There's a whole lot of things built in for safety to help kids be successful. And there's opportunities for them to switch back and forth between block and text coding so that they can get more advanced. The curriculum that we use is Google created CS6. There's some really wonderful, engaging videos and text-based materials. The program that we start the sixth graders with is storytelling. So they literally get to program these awesome little mini movies. They get to use their ELA and writing skills to have dialogue between characters and have action and drama. Students really respond. It is so much fun to teach something and have giggling and laughter, and kids can't wait to show them. I encourage them to take their projects home to you. So ask them about them. Ask them to see their dialogue project or their check it out. Tell them you want to see their Scratch. It's amazing. So the curriculum and the challenges are from a program designed by Google, but the actual coding happens in Scratch, which was developed by MIT. I love Scratch. So the kids use block-based commands and they snap them together and they see immediate results, right? They can see right before their eyes. They have a variety of characters, sprites, they have backdrops, they have music, they have motion, they have sounds, and it's totally customizable. So just like with our phones, we want to grab our attention and make it personal to us. Kids get to tell whatever story they want to, and all kinds of wonderful ideas come out of them when they get to really put it right into action. And learning computer science, they don't even notice they're doing it. They're so busy telling their stories, and they just have so much fun. I can't tell you on a Friday afternoon how fun it is to watch them laugh and giggle and rush up to the front of the room to show me their great stories. We also work on building young digital responsible citizens. So we teach and learn practical digital skills, things about being careful about online piracy and respecting other people's rights and thinking about screen addiction and brainstorming about who it's a problem for. Is it just kids or is it all of us that need to be responsible? Things about copyrights and viral bullying and how to be good to each other online. There's just a lot of really wonderful lesson in our applied digital skills. We are getting kids from a point in sixth to eighth grade through sixth grade computer science and seventh and eighth grade technology, where they eventually can code their entire game, a video game, all by themselves. And they can do that independently, and they love designing games. So, our sixth grade storytelling unit lends itself to the fun foundational skills they need to make their own original games. And these are some cast games that students have created in Scratch. Pretty amazing stuff. We do some virtual robotics. So students command a robot to attack a maze, and they do that completely online in 3D. And then we move them into real life where they snap together Legos and create their own original robot designs and actually drive them in real time, in real life, to conquer mazes. This is not one of those situations where we hand them a packet and say, do questions 1 through 50. We hand them a maze and say, create a robot that can figure this out. That's where our design thinking comes into place. They have to articulate exactly what's the problem. What do I need to do to accomplish this? What kinds of needs does my robot have? What should it look like? How do I build it? And they really do creative thinking and problem solving. And then when the robot breaks or doesn't work, they have to go back to the drawing board and tweak their prototype. And they learn that design and engineering and computer science are iterative processes, that we really need to go back, and that the first time that it doesn't work is not a failure. It's actually just learning. And so I love it. I love the design thinking process. And kids learn to find success by failing forward. So how do we assess kids? How do we grade them? Uh, Projects are the main way we learn what they're learning. And it's a great chance for them to go, if the project isn't the way that I like it or the way that they like it, they haven't learned enough, they don't just fail. They get to go back to the drawing board and redo and rethink and redesign. They do a lot of their work in class, and they focus and put their attention on the projects while they're in class. We love to let them explore. We love to let them learn. And we love to just let them develop as thinkers. It is so much fun to teach. I can't wait for them to come home and tell you about everything they're learning. The feedback I get is super positive. I would love to hear from you. So if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or just want to share how much you enjoyed their projects, you can reach me at tdelaney@mamkschools.org. And I look forward to hearing from you.